Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today, I'm going to show you a really good smoothie that we like to make in our house for breakfast. But one of the things that I like about this smoothie is a lot of this stuff comes out of your freezer. So if you have a tendency of buying like the big bags of kale and spinach and things like that, like we do, and you know, it starts to get a little bit further into the week and they start to wilt, may not smell as good. Instead of just throwing it away, you know, those are things that you can freeze. But of course, the problem is once it's frozen, you go to take it back out, it pretty much wilts the second it thaws. Same as like bananas, you know, when they start to turn a little brown, what do you do with them? You know, instead of stacking in a bunch of bananas, promising yourself banana bread, that'll never happen. This is a great way to use it. So what we have here today is we have some water, we have some frozen power greens. This is the bag of power greens that you get from Costco. And then we have the fruit medley that you get from Costco. This is going to be like the strawberry, mango, pineapple blend. We have some coconut, fresh orange, a couple of dates, and some frozen bananas. Now, optionally, you can also add in some protein powder if you want. The protein powder is going to be pretty sweet because that's the vanilla flavor. If you want to add in something other than that to give it a little bit of sweetness, maybe a little bit of a few more dates, maybe some honey, maybe some agave, things like that. Cool thing is the honey and the agave you can always add after you've tasted it, so because it's already liquid, so you don't have to worry about blending that into it. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the A3500 machine. This is my personal machine. This is the one that you see me use in the demonstrations too. Love it very much. If you are considering getting a Vitamix, I do recommend that one. Just because it has all the bells, whistles, and you know, these machines, they last forever. So in my opinion, and I use this one at home, I use it in my demonstrations, I've never been disappointed in it, and I would absolutely buy it and recommend it to all my friends and family. Okay. Now, for more videos like this, not just the smoothies, but other recipes, please hit subscribe. You'll get notified of when we come out with a new video. Hit like if you want us to keep making more videos like this as well, and if you like the recipe too. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So the container I'll be using today is the low-profile 64-ounce container. This is a standard container that comes with the A3500. On this particular recipe, we're not going to be using the recipe app. There are a ton of smoothie recipes on the Vitamix Perfect Blend app that you can look up. This one here is one that, you know, we've kind of just put together from things that were in our home, because obviously right now with the quarantine, you can't just go out to the store, you know, and just be right back home 15 minutes later. You got to stand in line before you get in the store, so on and so forth. So we're trying to use as many ingredients as we can that we just have in the house already, okay? So we got that 64-ounce low-profile container right there. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to add in your liquids first, okay? So we're going to add in the water first, okay? And what we have here is about 1.5 cups of water. This is gluten-free water, free range, the good stuff. We're going to add in our greens. And just in a little bit of time that this has actually been out of the freezer, they're already starting to thaw, and you can see how they get really soft. And that's why frozen greens tend to work really well for smoothies like this. We're gonna add in our orange. We're gonna use fresh orange, and I'll show you guys how to peel an orange like this here in a future video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel that orange off. It's a very special technique that I've learned over the years. So I try to keep a lot of that white pith on there. Got a lot of vitamins and minerals in that pith. We don't want to throw it away. So let's go ahead and blend it up. Cut that in half. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add in those dates. Make sure to take the pits out of those. Got our frozen fruit medley in there. Our bananas in there. And then we're gonna top it off with the coconut. So this is just shredded coconut or coconut flakes. All right, so let's go ahead and toss that on the base. So when you have the A3500, you have the 5 pre-programmed settings. These are gonna be the most popular the most popular run cycles that you'll use the machine for, okay? So you have like smoothie, frozen dessert, hot soup, spreads, and then you have also the clean cycle there. So obviously when you're doing a beverage or a smoothie, you want to just use that little beverage button there. It's already pre-programmed for us for 50 seconds. We're just going to go ahead and press play. So we have that smoothie all done. Let's go ahead and get our cups here. Now, if you're going to be adding in the protein powder, as is, really, really good smoothie, as is. If you want to add a little bit of protein to it, this is where I recommend to add it in at the end. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take that center cap out, and through there is where we're going to dump in the protein while it's running, so it just stirs it in. So I'm going to leave this at a low speed, just to where it starts to pull the smoothie down. So it looks like that's on speed number 4 there. 5 right there. Okay. Take out that center cap. Alright, so you can see how that doesn't really add a whole lot of frothiness to it. What it's doing is just kind of stirring it in. It's not really whipping it up. Alright, so as you can see here, we got a nice full container. We're looking at about 56, between 48 and 56 ounces, which is about 6.5 cups. This is perfect for, 3 adults or 2 adults, 2 kids, something like that. Okay. Alright. Check this out. Perfect as always. Try this out. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Love getting you guys new recipes, showing you things that we're doing in our home. And try this. Awesome.